and welcome to Arirang News, coming to you live from Seoul. I'm Hwang Sung-hee, filling in for Na Hyung-kyung. We begin with the latest from the carnage in Paris that has left the world in shock. An intensive manhunt is underway for the perpetrators of the terror attack that left 12 people dead at the Paris office of the French satirical magazine Charlie Hebdo. Now for details, we connect live to Kim Min-ji at the news center. Min-ji, French authorities have identified the shooters, and I hear one of them has turned himself in.
Hyung-kyung, Ambassador Lippert will be making his way out here from the hospital in just about 15 minutes' time after giving a short statement to the press. As you can imagine, security here is very tight. You need one of these to get into the press room where the ambassador will be making his speech. This only after you pass a very thorough security check. Now, as you can see, there are police everywhere, both inside and outside the hospital. It must be noted that this is the very first time for the ambassador to step outside in public since that brutal knife attack last week.
So in his New Year speech, Kim Jong-un expressed his desire to mend ties with South Korea. He even suggested an inter-Korean summit. But at the same time, he made clear he has no plans to end Pyongyang's nuclear program and demanded an end to joint South Korea-U.S. military exercises. So how do you assess his speech?
Well, I think it would be right.
Yes, Hyung-kyung, the Yonsei Severance Hospital here has just confirmed that the surgery to treat the ambassador's wounds has just ended and that he is in a stable condition. Now, the attack came at around 7:45 a.m. Korea time, pretty early in the morning, as Ambassador Lippert was attending a breakfast meeting just across the street from the U.S. Embassy in Seoul. The proposal comes at a time when Pyongyang seems to be wanting to mend ties with South Korea. Last week, a senior North Korean official told a former South Korean culture minister that he understands President Park Geun-hye's sincerity in improving inter-Korean relations. And the two-day event opened with the Korea-ASEAN CEO Summit, which is basically a venue for around 570 business leaders to network and open up new business opportunities. Now, in her opening remark, President Park Geun-hye called on the need to liberalize Korea-ASEAN free trade agreement, saying that it lacks efficiency compared to Korea's other FTAs. Take a look. Mark, a week has passed since the Sewol ferry capsized and not a single survivor has been found. However, the confirmed death toll, like you said, is rising at a rapid pace and the number is now well over 100. Now, most of the bodies have been identified and many of them are students from Danwon High School, and still more than nearly 200 people, 174 people still remain missing inside the sunken ferry, and nearly 90% of them are believed to be high school students. And Cardinal Andrew Yamsoo-jung's trip to the Kaesong Industrial Complex has been carefully planned over the last 3 to 4 months. However, it was only made public late last night. Now, like you said, he has become the first South Korean Roman Catholic leader to visit North Korea. Our President Park Geun-hye and the 10 ASEAN leaders arrived here at the Bexco Convention Center just about an hour ago. President Park greeted each leader one by one, and before sitting down for talks, they took a quick minute for a group photo. Now, today's multilateral summit is divided into 2 sessions, and the first session is currently underway. This is the second time for the 2 officials to meet this year, and they have a lot to discuss at today's talks, ranging from global issues to regional issues, as well as North Korea's nuclear program. However, this time around, topping the agenda will be the upcoming high-level talks between the 2 Koreas, which is scheduled to take place tomorrow. Well, Jinju, the message is quite clear. They don't want the factory park to be influenced by political tensions anymore. Now, that was one of the key agreements reached between the 2 Koreas when they reopened the Kaesong Industrial Complex after its 5-month-long suspension back in 2013. Take a listen. South Korea's defense ministry remains on high alert after North Korea launched what appears to be 2 Scud-C short-range missiles into the East Sea at around 6:20 a.m. Korea time, which was about 6 hours ago. The ministry says the missiles flew about 500 kilometers,